Welcome back. It's Radio Free Skaro Fluid Links Advent Calendar, Day 11. Here's the question. If the situation with the COVID virus continues, because we are in a global pandemic, should the show consider doing an animated season, asks David McLean, McLean Dave on Twitter.
Is it okay? Do you guys remember that minute or so long spec cartoon TV intro with Handles and the 12th Doctor from a few years ago?
No.
I want that.
I don't remember that. No, I don't remember that. Not that I'm discrediting your memory at all, but so break this down. What was it? And Handles and 12.
Handles and the 12th Doctor and Clara, I think, is who was in it.
Really? Are you sure?
So was this something that was done between seasons, like before Capaldi was a known entity?
I can't remember when it came out. I'm going to
was
try
this
to
Warren's Fever Dream. It was Warren's Fever Dream, wasn't it?
Possibly. I'm going to
Okay.
try to find it while you guys are talking about your stuff here.
All right.
But
I think yes,
I want
they should.
I want that, and maybe we'll.
Okay.
This is a money is no object thing, because I'm just going to assume they have money to burn and ambition to spare.
Okay.
I would like to have them do that, but I'd like to have them do each episode in a different style. Like one is done in 70s, one's classic Disney, one's done in anime style, like just and to suit whatever the story is.
Wow.
So that's what I would like to see. If we're doing it, let's do it whole hog.
Like more or less like an anthology series, if anything.
Kind of, yeah.
Which
it
is kind of what
is anyway,
Doctor
so.
Who is anyway, yeah. So that'd be kind of
exactly.
intriguing. That would be the way to do it, not just to say, hey, we're doing it on the cheap. Now we're just going to animate the whole thing. I like the idea of having...
Do one that's like Russian, East European,
like
weirdo.
Get actual
propaganda animation.
prominent, animators and like writers and artists and stuff to do it up completely. Not like...
Do one... I can't remember the name of the episode, but the one with the two gods fighting in the animated sequence for the first time ever.
Can you
do
hear
one
me?
in that style.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yes. That'd be cool.
That'd
too.
be really fun, actually.
So it's called, it's a 43 second. It's called The Animated Adventures of Doctor Who by Stephen Byrne. And it's basically an intro to what would be a series. So it's got, like Clara and the 12th Doctor running, and there's Handles and an adipose and K9.
That rings a bell. Now that you mention it.
I've pasted it into our Zoom chat for you guys to look at after we wrap up this Fluid Link. But
here's the other thing. Also, since I'm just spitballing here, since Tom Pickles got his chance to do the opener,
Ben Pickles.
find guys like this and have them get a chance to show their stuff with these things.
Ben Pickles is who we met.
Sorry, yes, not Tom Pickles. Tom Pickles is Dan, I believe. Sorry.
That's that'd be. I feel like this could work. Now the thing is that
Ben did also all those previs things for Heaven Sent.
So draw on that YouTube talent. Why not?
The problem is that it's almost like I've often thought that whenever they animate a missing episode of Doctor Who, I feel like, well, I guess that's never coming back, is it? Because they have no hope for it, so we better animate it. And the problem with doing an animated Doctor Who series in place of an anime, a live action one because of COVID, it's not like Lower Decks for Star Trek that you're getting it in addition to. It's like instead of a live action series of Doctor Who, you're getting an animated one, and they wouldn't. The missing episodes are one thing because you're working off existing audio and all its various.
Well, and you've also got camera scripts.
pace.
You've also got whatever else to go with that stuff.
But it's the pace. It's the pace of things. If you were to actually sit down and say, let's do an animated version, but without the missing, out adhering to the existing audio of the Power of the Daleks, it would not be 6 30-minute episodes. Let me tell you.
Okay,
it would be a lot more truncated.
I was going to ask questions about what we should do with style and tone and all that kind of stuff, but I'm going to change my mind. In deference to our friend Jim, I want the aborted stuff that was maybe going to be done a few years ago by our friend Jim for the animated Doctor Who stuff. That's what I want. Which I don't know how much we can actually say because I don't know how much it's actually public out there. But Jim, your stuff. There's also that stuff that Nelvana was going to do
back in the early 90s.
Back in the day, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, thankfully, it's not a new concept. But how would you do it? Would you have it serious? Would you have it light and fun? Would you have it like
I think
kids? Like where do you aim it for age?
I say light and fun because we need light and fun if it's during a pandemic.
If you're doing it during a pandemic, I feel like let's go crazy and have fun. You're right. I know people, Star Trek fans seem to like Lower Decks because it panders to them, and there's many references to past stuff. I don't think their official parodies are hazy because it's like we're making fun of ourselves, but we're only making fun of the stuff that we deem that we're okay to make fun of ourselves about. So like I don't think it should veer into self-parody that much. But there's also an aspect that I think like it could be like more of a Clone Wars, like not like the successful animated series, which is good, but the what's his name, Gennady Tartakovsky.
I can't. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Him, that style of like the Samurai Jack Clone Wars that they did before. It was like a little mini series, and then they did a full series of very different style afterwards. Like that kind of like really stylish kind of like Powerpuff Girls kind of animation, that sort of thing, and like keeping it light, but not like jokey light, not like Nickelodeon light or something like that. But
you mentioned the Dave Filoni Clone Wars stuff, CG, and honestly, that Thunderbird style would lend itself to Doctor Who as well. I think. I mean, it kind of does with the VR game.
It kind of, the Runaway, that was pretty cool. Like you could do it in that sort of phrase. I think one thing you do is you keep the current cast, like have Jodie Whittaker be the Doctor,
totally.
Because then it feels like it's an actual continuation of the proper thing. Whether it like is like it would be considered as an official season, that's something that you'd have to like really like. Is it going on BBC One on a Sunday night?
Okay, so that's when you just take the learned and absolute Doctor Who canon council and have them make that decision.
That's true.
I believe they appear in Superman 1978 as the guys up in mirrors.
Well, I tell you, if you throw it on BBC One, then that's it. You are watching the next season of Doctor Who. If it's
the other thing you could do is you could take audio recordings from Big Finish, and you'd have to tool them around because they're built to say, "Oh, look at that thing over there," which you don't need to do in animation. But you could take those and animate a few of those selectively as well, because then you've already got older Doctors, and it could be like adjunct stuff.
So you're basically just doing animated recons of a thing that exists.
Yeah. Well, what the hell? What else we got?
Well, it's kind of like doing a.
We've got lots of season 3. That's what we've got.
It's kind of like doing a telesnap recon of an audio thing, and that would never happen.